Elon Musk and Tesla buy Bitcoin. What is going on? How much Bitcoin did they buy? How about $1.5 billion? And a billion is 1,000 million. So that's a lot of thousand. That's 1,500 millions. That's a lot of money. That's just a lot of money. So let me tell you what the lowdown is, what this means for Bitcoin, and what it means for Tesla, probably more importantly, because Tesla dabbling in Bitcoin is a big business difference and a departure from what usually goes on. Okay, so let's jump right in. I am Blue Hair Dave, and I do digital marketing, and I do current events, and I read a lot of stuff that might be interesting to you. I make my day job and living as a digital marketer and award-winning. I got an award somewhere over there in the corner, and this is an odd shape for a digital marketing award, isn't it? Anyway, but besides that, I like to do my YouTube channel and inform people on different ways to make money. So hit the subscribe button right now. Now let's jump into it. So Tesla invested $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. And I think that's, what's this see here? That's about, well, anyway, it made it go up, the value of Bitcoin, by about 15 to 20%. It jumped up after just that investment alone. And today it was hovering around $44,000 for one Bitcoin. That's a lot of money. Now, if you bought back in the 10,000 range and you've made, what, 4 times your money, or the 5,000 range, or even the 3,000, or maybe you were one of those people years back that bought it for like $500. Okay, you are loving this right now, and some people predict even up to $500,000 it might one day be worth in like 30 years from now. Who knows? I have been wrong personally. I get a lot of hate mail in the comments. Send me your hate mail. I don't mind it in the comments. And I'm always wrong I'm a terrible prognosticator, and that's okay with me. I can't be right all the time, even though I might be right a lot of the time about other things such as digital marketing. But Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is one of those things I've always been aware of, because it's a lot of the people from the pyramid scheme group seem to also chase cryptocurrency. That's not to say that you can't make a lot of money. It's still the Wild West. So with Tesla buying that, they basically, it's kind of a smoke and mirrors problem. And this is what a lot of investors are saying, because basically Tesla is worth so much more than General Motors and Ford and all these other car people combined. But they've only sold about 500,000 vehicles a year compared to about 10 million vehicles a year for General Motors and Ford. Okay. So the market capitalization of the company is about $780 billion. And that's a really big valuation. So Tesla has to come up with new and exciting ways to get people to stay invested, because it's just possible that the company is extremely overvalued. If you're just calling it as a car company, it's ridiculously overvalued. So their investment into Bitcoin, which, by the way, they made a lot of money instantly, because once they jumped in, things jumped up. So Elon Musk also made news for mentioning Dogecoin and buying some for his kid, his Toddler HODLR, and that made the price of that double. So this has a lot of reverberations. If Elon Musk tweets something, it changes the value of it really quickly. But Tesla's been having some problems lately, and the problems are a lot of it have to do with China, and they've had some safety and consumer issues with China. And so far, China's been a pretty big market for them. They have had really good relationships with China. So there's a bit of a smoke and mirrors going on. The LA Times is reporting, I'm going to go look for some quotes here so I get this exactly correct, about it being a distraction from real world problems. About kind of a smoke, where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's problems. And they kind of think they did this to divert some of the attention away from some of the problems that they're having. And it's also, Tesla stock actually lost about 4% after they made this investment. So they made money on the Bitcoin and then lost 4% on the actual stock. Maybe people weren't comfortable with them making such a large investment in Bitcoin. And also, they're having problems with the German sources, with battery factories. They're faking, they're hitting construction delays. And Tesla, of course, is an electric car, and so the battery is the most important thing. And Tesla has to have new and improved batteries at all times. The battery life is really what's stopping all these automakers from going full-time electric with everything. Because if there was a 600-mile battery that can be charged in 5 or 10 minutes completely, then gas-powered cars would be kind of pointless for the majority of people on the planet, especially in Europe or the United States and industrialized countries, as long as there was charging stations around, they could charge it. But right now it takes a long time, and you have to charge every 200 miles or so. So it's a big deal with the batteries. And if they're having problems even just building the current batteries, which the technology could be better and should be better for these to take off. So that's another problem that they might be trying to avoid. And the Bitcoin adventure might be distracting from these European and Chinese regulation problems that they're facing. And also the valuation of their stock. They have to keep it so that people think it's worth the money. They would have to sell cars for something like some crazy thing like 80 years in order to be worth their evaluation. So that might come back to, I'm not going to say crashing down, but it might come down to normal levels. And once again, my advice here is not advice on investing. It's just me and my opinions. And I may or may not own some of these stocks personally, and I could care less if they go up or down, really, because I kind of avoid a lot of this, and because I see it as high risk. I like to invest in myself and my companies that I run, and that way I know I'm in charge of it, and I find that I am my own best investment. And I also recommend that to you, but don't take this as any financial advice. That's illegal. Disclaimer. Okay, the lawyers are happy now. Also, with Bitcoin investment, the suggestion that Tesla might start accepting Bitcoin as a payment for its cars in the near future on a limited basis. And so I think they invested 1.5 billion into Bitcoin, and then they back it up saying, well, hey, we're going to start using Bitcoin eventually in a limited manner. So that helps it go up also as well. And Bitcoin can rise or fall 20% in a matter of hours, which is a pretty big deal. And anybody who's into crypto understands this. And there's high risk, and some people are jumping off a building one day and thinking they're buying a yacht the next day. And just be careful if you're getting in with cryptocurrency. Once I said, send your hate mail in the comments to me about Bitcoin and how you plan on being a super, super duper billionaire. And I am an idiot because I'm not taking all of my money and selling, hawking my wife's wedding ring to buy more Bitcoin. Okay, so basically, Elon Musk, Tesla, to recap, buy Bitcoin. The value of Bitcoin goes up, the stock of Tesla goes down. And that's kind of what happened. And every time Elon Musk tweets or farts, it seems to move the market one way or another. And that's the basic of everything. So please hit subscribe button. Check out my links below. I can teach you some digital marketing stuff, email marketing, Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, you name it. This is how I get to do these YouTube videos in my lair of love. This is my home office, and I don't call it the lair of love. So anyway, I'm Blue Hair Dave, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.